This room is dark. There are no windows here. There are windows in the other one, and there were some torches and other things burning. This one has 4 enormous, low kind of brazier pits, like metal things, around the middle of the room, so there's space between them. And the walls are decorated with hundreds of spears, swords, shields, and pieces of armor. It looks almost like a shrine. Like, it's just weapons everywhere.
Yeah.
And on the other side, there's a stairway up. And sitting in the middle, there is a man meditating between the 4 braziers, who, like, stands up as you approach and is like, "Who comes from beneath?" And he is festooned with red jade armor and weaponry, and wielding an enormous red jade shield.
Holy fuck.
The soldiers will state that they seem to hover between prisoners and guests. They are being sent up by the Scale Lord to see the Wing Lord. And the man examines the 3 of you and is like, "To see the Wing Lord? What providence do these 3 have that they can go see him?" Looking over the 3 of you.
My husband is a general in the Legion.
He looks at you up and down. "Excellent, then send him. You can go retrieve him."
That is why I am here, in fact.
He looks at you confusedly, just like, "Okay."
We are on a quest to find an artifact that was lost down here long ago in order to rescue him.
This seems terribly involved, and he can't have been a very good general if he allowed himself to be...
How dare you! She'll, take a half step forward and be like, "You do not disrespect General Catholic Mune of the Legion."
The man, takes a moment, as you step forward. He's also enormous.
Yeah,
looming over
I'm
you.
also
And
not.
he stops and slaps his belly and laughs, like a deep, booming laughter, and says, "Well, you have the proper pride of a dragon-blooded, at least." He will say that, "I don't know what you told the Scale Lord downstairs, but I am not so easily swayed. Convince me that you need to see our Wing Lord."
I don't know that we're actually interested in seeing your Wing Lord. That was his idea.
We just want to go look for that artifact.
We are low on supplies and came here to look for
Water.
Fresh
Water.
water in particular.
in particular, and we didn't know the tower was inhabited until we arrived.
You did not know the tower was inhabited. Your information seems terribly out of date if you are searching for artifacts in this area.
We just arrived from across the sea here and found abandoned buildings for the most part.
Yes, I suppose you have not had the benefit of proper recognizance in such a small group.
Mhm.
I
We just got here.
find your story has several unfortunate missteps in it. Some things just don't make sense.
Such as?
Such as dragon-blooded freely wandering around during this time period with such important events ongoing. Such as your husband being kidnapped and you going to look for an artifact to free him instead of hunting down the kidnappers. Your claims seem at odds, but I am not the brightest thinker.
What?
We've given you a very brief version. If you'd like, we could sit down and tell you more. But it is a
My
long story.
companions are more the spinning of tales, and if you have the opportunity, I'm sure you can regale the Wing Lord. He is something of an intellectual. I am a simple man. I fight, I drink, and I serve the dragons.
You remind me of my husband.
An honorable fellow.
I shall take that as a compliment. Unfortunately, I cannot determine whether to send you onward or send you away. If I send you onward and you turn out to be lying, it shall shame me. If I turn you away and you are indeed in a plight, it would also be dishonorable.
What would convince you that we can continue?
He smiles broadly, as if that is exactly what he was hoping you would say. He says, "There is one truth. All dragon-blooded are soldiers. Prove to me that you have the mettle to advance."
Were you suggesting trial by duel?
That would be most agreeable.
What sort of terms would you be considering for this?
Oh, if your convictions are so weak that you would give up your challenge, you may exit at any time.
I mean, terms of victory.
first
We're
blood.
talking first blood. I don't think that we need to exterminate each other to make this work.
I admire your optimism.
Yeah, I think he's saying that he thinks that I think that I can kill him, but that's not what I'm saying.
Is there not enough fighting down here already?
Never enough fighting.
We're dragon blooded. That means we're soldiers to the core, so obviously not.
I will admit that I'm not a melee specialist, so if that poses a problem.
Fighting is about gaining the advantage, however you do it.
Right.
To give you a fighting chance, we shall begin on opposite sides of the braziers.
Excellent.
Let beat the drum of war. He readies his massive red jade shield.